I want to hold this up. I've had some troubles with positioning, so just bear with me. And the bloody laptop is charging, so it's going to be a little bit delayed, which is a little bit frustrating because that's why I don't live stream too much, because I need to kind of have stuff charged. But I'd like to have this little bad boy somewhere in the video. You know what? We could have it maybe in the background back here if I'm with the right idea here. Then we could do this. How will this look? Okay. And we'll bring this forward. Now, guys, these are going to be very much improvised. I haven't done live NRL tips in God knows. It's been a long time. But I'm here to do it tonight. Yeah, it is quite laggy. The charger. How much charge have we got? We've got 32%. Look, we've got 32%. I need to charge it straight after this for the Talking Para podcast. So this video won't go for a super long time. I want to have this come forward, hey. I do. I want to have EH's NRL tips right next to me like that. Okay. Hello. How is everyone? All right, let's move across to the side. Like I said, it is all improvised. I had to run the Talking Para podcast tonight, and that's why the tips are live for the first time in a long time. Some of you prefer live. I personally don't. I like doing live streams for the videos, but normally I prefer to be up there, film my tips, enjoy. But tonight, we're converting the Talking Para podcast, which some of you may have listened to on Spotify, over to our my channel. So it'll be on my channel with Troy Warner, Adam Martin, and Matty Tate. Yeah, I've never been to a Golden Point game. Laugh it up for my Parramatta Eels. Hard-fought victory by the West Tigers, if you saw my Instagram comment. Thanks for the support on that. All right, let's go first off. So last week, Rabbitohs right, Penrith right, Storm right, Roosters right, Dragons right. 5 from 8. 5 from 8 in the end for round number 6. Andrew McCulloch, first try scorer. I called it for the Dragons and the Knights game. Very good there. Kevin Nagama, I backed first. I think he scored second, so that was fairly close. Josh Adokar, I backed him first. He got his first try of the season. I'm going to count that one as a little win there. Last week's multi came very close. It was the Rabbits to the Storm to win. Rabbits -5. The Knights and Dragons going over the total points is what stuffed us up by half a point. Damn it. And the Panthers did end up winning that game by more than 10. None of those try scorers I picked last week got up. But let's get into round number 7. Round 7 of the NRL kicks off on Thursday night when the Sharks take on Manly, a great game of footy. Sharks and the Sea Eagles. Let's have a look at the team list. As I said, very different type of video. This one is improvised. So, as for the Cronulla Sharks, Dale Finucane is out for this one, and so is Braden Hamlin-Uele. I've heard that he's had surgery. Not too sure about Dale Finucane. He's got a head knock, so he failed his HIA and was ruled out early last week. Ethan Bullymore returns to the bench for Manly Sea Eagles. Be good to have him back inside. Sean just crashed on me, but I know Sean Kepi is out for the Sea Eagles, and so is Josh Aloiai. Manly, at the start of the year, they were my pick for the premiership. They've obviously moved into 6th position now, so they're really going quite under the radar, the Sea Eagles, with their 4 straight wins. But Cronulla's playing some good footy, beaten by a strong Melbourne Storm side. Cronulla lose a lot, but they also get a lot back. They get Sione Katoa back on the wing this week from Harodi. I'm going to go Cronulla here. I think that Cameron McInnes can do enough at lock to damage and replace this side. And you know what? I'm actually going to go Cronulla 13+. I think Cronulla have played some really good footy this year. They're in 3rd position. They're trying to secure that top 4 spot. Whether they will by the end of the season, I think that is a bit of a different story. But I reckon the Sharks will win, and I think they'll win well here. So I'm going to go the Sharks. I'm going to go the Sharks by 14. I think it'll be a 13+ just. Don't think it'll be an absolute blowout. So I'm going to go with 32 32 points to 18. I think it'll be a high-scoring game on Thursday night at Shark Park. And I think the Cronulla Sharks will do it. And you know what? I think Sione Katoa at $8.50. I think I'm going to back him as my first try scorer with the Cronulla Sharks to win. Friday night, you got the Brisbane Broncos and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. The Broncos, one win from their last 5 games. The Bulldogs, no wins from their last 5 games. They won round 1. Bulldogs looked better in the last couple of weeks against Penrith and against the Rabbitohs. They looked a lot better. The Brisbane Broncos were beaten by the Panthers after having a chance to lead the game, kind of put the foot off the pedal. Interesting game, this one. Both of these sides are really struggling. I know I'm going to check to confirm, but Tamare Martin will be the fullback for the Broncos. Tessie New out of the side. As for the Bulldogs, not really much to report. Braden Burns is out for the Dogs. Jake Turpin is out for the Broncos, meaning Corey Pakes will be their number 9. And Ryan James is also out for the Broncos. I'm going an upset here, guys. I've been pretty confident on this one. I've been confident, and I'm happy with the price they're at. I saw them at $2.25, and I waited till they rose a bit. I'm going to go the Bulldogs to win this game by 10. I reckon the Bulldogs. I'm pretty confident that the Bulldogs will gel and get a win here. Jake Averillo is in centres. I think that's a really great position for him to be in this side. I reckon Canterbury will win this game. I think Canterbury will be good. Look, I backed him last week, but I'm going to back him for the first try scorer this week. The Bulldogs currently sitting on the wooden spoon. He's got to wake up. It's $18. I'm going to go Matt Burton to score the first try this game. Matt Burton to cross. I didn't do it on Easter, so hopefully he can do it this Anzac round. And I'm going to go with 28 to 18, something like that. Is that too high scoring for these teams? The more I think about it, it is. Let's go 26 to 16. 26 to 16 in favour of the Bulldogs. I think Canterbury can get it done. I think Canterbury Bulldogs 26 to 16 on Friday night. Looking forward to that game. I know a lot of people aren't looking forward to it, but I reckon the Dogs will win it. And I know last year when they played it was a snooze fest, but I think most people will be going Broncos and Broncos 13+. But I think the Bulldogs will win. So Canterbury to win on Friday night. The next game is Saturday, 5:30. It is the Titans and the Cowboys. Still don't know who I'm going to tip here, so let's look at this side. So Scott Drinkwater, once again at fullback. The Hammer has been named in jersey 23, so he's a chance. Ben Hampton and Connolly Lemalulu are out for this one. Brandon Elliott is in for the Cowboys. Jaden Campbell is back. No, he's on an extended reserves in jersey 24. So Sarko currently in that number 1 jersey. That could change. I don't know who to tip here. I think this game will be very, very tight. I really do. I don't see either team winning 13+. The Cowboys, for mine, the start of the year nicely, and they've kind of dropped off. They got the win against the Raiders, but they weren't convincing for mine. The Titans, they only play one half of good footy, but when they do play good, they score so many points. And that's why I think I can see them beating the Cowboys. So I've tipped them the last couple of weeks. I think I tipped them last week and 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to go the Titans. And once again, I reckon the Titans will win. I know this game is at Townsville, which makes it tough to go against the Cowboys, especially with Hammer being a chance of working his way back into the side from his injury. I'm going to go the Titans to win. I'm going to go the Titans by 4. I reckon this game will be... It's hard when I'm thrown on the spot. No, I'm not. I'm going to go... I think Titans will win a bit better. I think Titans will win 26 to 16. I'm going to go Titans by 10. Same score as the Broncos and Bulldogs game. I'm going to go Titans to beat the Cowboys. Not a whole lot of confidence. It's a very hard game to tip. But I'm going to go the Titans over the Cowboys. Next game, the West Tigers. That it tastes like promotion. Yes, it does. West Tigers fans. 16th position becomes 15th for the Tigers. really good team performance, really good victory over my Parramatta Eels on Easter Monday. Congratulations to the West Tigers. Go and check out the vlog. I thought it was a fantastic a vlog. There was Olin Teckers, my uncle from England, a chat with Dane Laurie after the match. So plenty to look forward to. Go and check it out. But they go up against the Rabbitohs this week, and Isaiah Tuss drops back to reserves for this one. Blake Taff once again in that number 1 jersey. Besides that, Hamasele in the 10, Davey Moel on the bench. Not too many changes for the Rabbitohs with Josh Mansour still on the wing. Look, Tigers had their good win, and I still think that they'll play some competitive footy, but I think Rabbits will win, and I think Rabbits will win well. I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs. I'm going to go the Rabbits by 16. I'm going to go... I think the Tigers can score 20 again. I kind of do. I feel like this game will be high scoring, and I kind of think that the Tigers' attack looked really good yesterday, and I think they can do the same thing on Saturday night. So look, I'm going to go Tigers to lose. I'm going to go the Rabbits 36-20. I reckon it'll be a competitive game. I reckon the Tigers will score plenty of points, plenty of try scorers that you can back. But I think that the Rabbitohs will be too good in the end for the Tigers, and they'll win 36-20. And I didn't pick a first try scorer for the Titans game, by the way. This is the thing. When I improvise, I forget a lot. So I'm going to go... Look, I reckon the Cowboys will hit first. I'm going to go Jeremiah Nane. Jeremiah Nane at $20. I'm going to go Jeremiah Nane to score the first try. As for this game between the Tigers and the Rabbits, I think the Rabbits will hit first. I'm looking at AJ at 650, and I think you can't go past Alex Johnston. So I'm going to go Alex Johnston to score the first try of that game. So I'm going to go Rabbitohs by 16 and Alex Johnston to win. The next game is on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Now, I won't be vlogging at this game. I have a work function, a few work friends going, so I won't be vlogging for this one. But it's the Knights up against the Eels. Few Knights supporters from work, so get it up and once we get the victory. But I'll tell you what, I'm actually disappointed that Parramatta lost to the Tigers, not because of the performance, but I was going to tip the Knights. The first loss I was going to tip for the year, I was actually going to tip Newcastle coming into this game because we have a shocking record at Newcastle. But now I think we're going to bounce back. So it's frustrating because I was ready to tip Newcastle and I'll probably still have money on it. I think this will be a really close game. I really do. I don't think Parramatta will absolutely blow out the side. Jacob Arthur in the number 17. Brad, it's your son, but what are you doing? Bryce Cartwright for mine. Clear choice of being in that number 18 jersey. But anyway, Murata Niokore is out for this one. Adam Clune is back for the Newcastle Knights. Hymel Hunt has been named in jersey number 21. I thought Kalen Ponga played quite well against the Dragons. I definitely think he's not having the best season, but I still think he played quite well. And I reckon he'll be damaging again this week. They get Adam Clune back, which is a big in as well. Look, I think this will be a very tight game. I think Parramatta will win in the end. I don't think by much, though. I reckon there'll be a bit of defense here. I'm going to go the Eels by 2. I'm going to go Parramatta 20 to the Knights 18. I think this will be a very, very tight game of football. Thought Edric Lee had a great game last week. David Clemmer was absolutely outstanding against the Dragons. I tipped the Dragons over the Knights, but I could see the Knights getting the job done here. I really, really do not like our record at Newcastle, but I'm going to go Parramatta by 2, 20 points to 18. Do I think the Knights will score first? Teams are starting to score the first try against us. Look, I reckon we'll score first here. I think we'll hit back. Who do I reckon, though? I'm going to go with Will Penasini. I think Will Penasini being in the centres could be a good move, and I think maybe a Dylan Brown try assist. Will Penasini at $14 and Parramatta to win by 2 points on Sunday afternoon. Next up, we've got a great game, the Panthers and the Raiders. It is 1st versus 12th. Canberra Raiders, They seem to always lead games at halftime and then choke that game. Could be a similar situation here, but I don't think the Raiders will lead at any point. I think not much to say here. Sebastian Kris is out for the Raiders. No real changes for Penrith. Harry Rushton has been named on the bench. He will make his NRL debut, I think. That's pretty cool. There you go. He is in his NRL debut. We interviewed him on the channel 2 years ago. Harry Rushton, go and check it out. I'm going to go with the Premiers going back-to-back here. The Penrith Panthers. I don't think they'll go back-to-back, but they really could. But I'm going to go 30 points to 12. I'm going to go 30 points to 12. So Xavier Savage has been named on the wing. Jordan Rapana at fullback and Chance Nickel-Clockstad has been dropped. So look, Penrith, look out because this is a new-look Raiders team. Reminds me a lot of their team when they played Parramatta and ended up winning that game. But I think in the end that Penrith will be too good. Penrith by 18, 30 points to 12. I think Penrith will probably score first. I backed him last week, but I kind of want to back him again. I kind of want to go with Isaac Targo to score the first try of the match for this one again. But just because I backed him last week, it kind of annoys me. And I've picked a centre in the previous one. So I can't. I've got to go another one. Let's go for another try scorer. Let's go with... I like this Canberra lineup. I really do, by the way, guys. Let's go Ruffy. Let's go Matt Eisenhuth in the number 8 jersey. Let's go with Matt Eisenhuth to score the first try of the match. The Penrith Panthers to win by 18. And Matt Eisenhuth to score the first try of the match. Isaac Targo to score at some point. Next up, we've got the Dragons and the Roosters, the annual clash on Anzac Day. I probably won't be at this game. It could be a last-minute decision if I attend Monday, 4 o'clock, but I'll obviously be at the Knights game. I've got my cousin's 21st on Saturday, so a busy weekend. There's a chance I could be at the game, though. The Roosters currently sitting in 5th. Moses Mbai and Jack Bird still in the fullback and half position. No sign of Tyrell Sloan. He's in jersey number 21. Cody Ramsey on the reserves in jersey 22 for Matt Feagai, who's had a great game the other day. Look, the Roosters didn't play the best against the Warriors. Warriors were quite unlucky to lose that game, but I just think the Roosters will bounce back quite well here. I don't feel like it'll be that tight of a game. I don't think it'll be very high scoring either. So, look, I'm going to go with the Roosters by 14. And I feel like it'll be low scoring. No. Yes. I'm going to go 24 points to 10. I think the Dragons will be kept to 10 here. I really do. I don't think they'll win the game or score plenty of points. Had a great victory last week. I want to say George Burgess needs to do more for the Dragons. I was really unimpressed with George Burgess. Loved some of Josh Maguire's work last week. He was fantastic. Great win for the Dragons. But I think the Roosters will be too good on Anzac Day in a slight blowout, but not too bad. And let's go with... Let's go with Luke Keary. Let's go with Luke Keary as first try scorer. Luke Keary at $26. That's a roughie for the week for the Roosters to score first. And the final game for the round, we've nearly been going for 20 minutes here. Feels really weird doing this. It really does, but I had to tonight. So it's Melbourne Storm up against the New Zealand Warriors. Warriors almost got the job done against the Roosters. They had their win streak ended. They've been flying red hot under the radar. Sean Johnson went down with injury again, but he's been named in the side. The Warriors have just announced the signing of Mitch Barnett from next year as well, just for some news. Not many changes there. As for the Melbourne Storm, a great win over the Cronulla Sharks. It's at Amy Park as well. This will probably get ugly. The line is set at 18.5. I think the Storm will win quite well here, if I'm honest. I'm going to go the Storm to win. 36 to 16. There you go, Storm by 20. Storm by 20, 36 to 16. They almost cracked the 40s here. The Storm could crack the 40s well and truly. Let's go with Justin Olam scored first last week, and he's been heavily backed in the market. Let's go with Nick Meaney. Nick Meaney's at $8.50. Xavier Coates, you almost go him every week. So, look, I reckon Storm will win here. I reckon 36 to 16, Storm by 20 with Nick Meaney to score the first try. So, first try scorers, once again, I'm going to go with Sione Katoa. I'm going to go with, for the Bulldogs game, Matt Burton. Now I'm forgetting the Titans. No, Jeremiah Nane. I went with the Cowboys first there, guys. Alex Johnston. Will Penasini. Matt Eisenhoof. Luke Keary. And Nick Meaney. They're going to be my try scorers for the week. I'm going to give you guys a multi as well because I think this is it's getting blurry. I think this is a good chance. I backed this earlier. I'm going to go with. So there's two, but they're fairly similar. The first one paying $28. I'm going to go with the Sharks 13 plus. The Canterbury Bulldogs 1 to 12. I think at $3.50 they're great value. 1 to 12. The Penrith Panthers 13 plus, and the Sydney Roosters 13 plus. That's paying $28.30. I think it's great odds. Get on it. The other one, I'm going to go with the Cronulla Sharks to win. I said it'll be a high scoring game, but I backed the unders there. Ignore that. Ignore that. Look, I reckon I don't like the total for the Eels and Knights game. I kind of wish it was around that 44 points so you could take the unders, but they're quite smart. They're smarter, the old bookie. Look, I reckon Raiders and Panthers, I reckon it will be... Nah, I don't know. Betting is very hard this week. I think best bet of the week is Canterbury Bulldogs to win. I reckon the Bulldogs on Friday night will get the job done against the Broncos. And besides that, maybe the Sharks at the line. Sharks minus 6 points. Let's go Sharks at the line. We went the Rabbitohs 13 plus. So we'll go the South Sydney Rabbitohs at the line. And I don't know if I trust Penrith at that line. I've tipped them by 18. Maybe the Roosters. Nah. It's a very hard round, guys. I tell you, it is a hard round in regards to a punting perspective. So let's take that $3.60 for the Sharks minus 6.5 and the South Sydney Rabbitohs minus 11.5. That is it from me. That is EH's NRL tips for 20 minutes there on round number 7. Probably no vlogs unless maybe Anzac Day potentially, but don't get your fingers crossed because it probably won't happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. I'm off to film the Talking Para podcast. If you haven't watched the vlog, go and check it out. Thanks to all the new subscribers. We've had plenty of new subscribers, so welcome to all of you. So one upset for the week, and it is the Canterbury Bulldogs to beat the Broncos on Friday night. Have a great night, everyone.